Okay, welcome everyone. Let's just take a moment to center into our body and just consciously let go of anything from earlier in the day. I'll invite everyone to just take a deep breath in and then exhale through the mouth. Another deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. One more. Just consciously setting aside anything from earlier in your day, letting that be what it was, and then opening to create this container for yourself tonight for this next 75 minutes, just to be with your body and with your breath. Check in with your heart. How do I feel? What emotions are present? Relax all the muscles of the face. Relax the jaw, relax the eyes, relax the shoulders. You can gently open the eyes and just soften your gaze out in front of you. And then looking up towards me. So nice to have you all here. We're going to start off in a restorative posture to help with our circulation and just really ground and relax the nervous system. So this is called Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. I'll demonstrate how to get into it. So you may like to have a pillow or a blanket underneath your hips, but basically you can just do this straight on the floor. Come to the side of the wall and then let your legs go up. With your arms, you can rest them out to either side, or a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly. For anyone that doesn't have access to a wall, I've found a really nice way to do this is just putting up your shins on the edge of a couch or a chair. You can also just extend your legs straight up, resting your hips on a block. Not quite as comfortable, but it will do the trick. Like that. And once you get settled, we'll come back and connect with the breath. So anyone just joining, we're starting off with legs up the wall, hips slightly elevated. And you want to make sure that your hips are not sliding off your pillow. You want to have a sense of support underneath your lower back. So you can always bring your pillow or your support a little bit closer towards your spine and your lower back so that you feel like there's a nice support on the lumbar spine. So begin to notice the inhale and the exhale. This is your opportunity to let go of any busyness from your day. Drop into a state of being. Nothing else to do. nowhere else to be. Let yourself rest. It's an opportunity to deepen in self-love. Where have I been too hard on myself? Where have I had unneeded pressure? How can I drop in even more deeply into this state of being? And as yogis, a way that we access that state is through the body. Simply being with the sensations that we are present to. And if we're in the body and feeling the body, that's a sign that we are in the present moment. We're not getting lost with our thoughts in the past or in the future. We're dropping into just that deep remembrance of the present moment. So in the ancient Vedas, this pose was described as a way that we could tap into our body's innate ability to heal ourselves. Dropping into that state of mind, that state of being where we have access of our own innate inner healing abilities. It's also so powerful to rest our feet, rest our legs, walking around so much in our lives. Just to let the whole circulation system reset. So in Yin and restorative yoga, we hold the poses longer. Anywhere from 5 to 10, 15, sometimes even 20 minutes. And what you may find in this practice, that we might be starting up here, kind of in the busyness of the head, the mind. And slowly we begin to drop deeper to the body, to the heart, to the breath. And let yourself fully be here. As you breathe in, notice that you are breathing in. As you breathe out, notice you're breathing out. Check in again with the chest, the muscles of the face. Are you relaxed? Are you able to let go? as we've been spending more time in one place. We've been spending more time outside, probably a little more than I was before. And really been seeing if I can be in a state of not always doing, but rather observing. And one of the things I've been learning from nature is how resilient it is. A vine could be cut down. A plant that you planted a year ago could be completely covered in grass. And yet it can survive. And sometimes there's death, but that death also leads to rebirth and nourishes the soil in which to grow new life. And there's this vine in particular, a rose outside at the entrance of our property, which was accidentally cut recently. And just sitting with that spirit of the plant, just feeling how it wants to live. It knows it will continue on. It doesn't hold this, make a big deal about these obstacles that are placed in its path. It just continues to grow. Because somewhere deep inside of that plant is just this innate, undying love for the sun and to blossom and to continue to grow. And I do believe that humanity has that same resilience. We have the ability to adapt. We have the ability to seek and to want to keep growing. Where in your life are you growing right now? What obstacles are you facing? And can you find that part of yourself, that resilient spirit, that even if there are obstacles, even if your vines are cut back, this desire to continue on. I think that life can get very challenging when we're not growing and when we get into a place of stagnancy. And there are little ways where we can challenge ourselves. So maybe even showing up tonight and putting away your phone and creating this sacred container for yourself. Maybe this is that opportunity. And as the thoughts come in, can you keep dropping back and remembering your breath, your connection to your body? We'll stay here a little longer. Soft jaw, soft eyes, soft back of the neck. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. Through the body, you can tap into a deep wellspring of intuitive guidance. But we must be willing to feel all the parts that have been neglected or pushed aside or suppressed. They must be felt, and that is actually the pathway to discovering that wellspring of intuitive guidance. Because when we are numb, we also cut ourselves off from all the beauty and the joy and the guidance that is available to us. So can I drop even deeper and just allow myself to feel exactly what's here? Just hold this for 3 more breaths. Slowly, slowly, you can begin to bend the knees. Gently roll to one side. When you're ready, you can press back up into a seat. And just find any comfortable seated position and allow your chin to drop down to your chest. And then open up the neck with a nice roll. Open up the throat. And guide the chin over towards one shoulder, down, and then over to the other shoulder. And slowly switch directions. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower them down, touch the earth. Inhale, arms up, open heart. Exhale, lower down, touch the earth. Inhale to the sky. And now exhale very slowly, and just you can close your eyes and feel from the inside. Your arms moving through space, all the way down to touch the earth. Inhale, you can open the eyes. And we'll come forward onto our hands and knees for a tabletop position on the mat. And just take some time to stretch out the spine. You can open the heart and then round. You can try doing a little lion's breath. So inhale, round. Exhale, stick out the tongue. Open the jaw. Inhale, round. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, round. And exhale. Beautiful. We'll take our right foot and place it in between your front hands. And then lengthen out your back leg. Do this from this side. Lengthen out your back leg. Bring your fingertips in line with your front heel. And then allow the front of that left psoas to just deepen into the stretch. We'll line up our front knee over our front ankle, our front heel. Breathe here. Let's now bring our right hand to our right hip. Draw the right shoulder back. Open up through the heart and just spread your wings. Wide circles with the arm reaching up and out, over and back. So this is perfect to be right where you are. Some of you might get curious and bend your back knee. You're welcome to touch your foot, get a thigh stretch if that's comfortable, and then release. Both hands on the inside of the front foot. You might like to have a block or a pillow here. We're going to go into this deep stretch through the inner groin, resting the forearms down. And some of you might like to just keep your arms straight. That's perfect. Check in with your body. You can always just get a little movement in the hips if you need to, and then come back down into it. You're welcome to let your front knee just open out a little to the side. You can experiment with curling the back toes under or laying the top of the foot flat to the earth. Soft jaw, soft eyes, 3 breaths. Inhale, slowly straighten. And then straighten out the front leg to bow over it. Runner's lunge. You can point the toes, flex the foot, point the toes, flex the foot. Slowly bring that foot back, and we'll come into the other side. Left foot forward. Stretch that right leg back behind you. Line up your thumbs with your front heel, front knee above the front ankle, and just let yourself go into the stretch. The front of that right psoas opens up. And again, just find that willingness to be with the uncomfortable places. Continue to deepen your breath. We'll bring that left hand to left hip. Turn the heart open to the left. Spread your wings. And And then wide circles with the arm, reaching out and back. Being gentle, mindful with your shoulder. You can switch directions. And then perhaps you like to bend your back knee, touch your foot, or grab hold, open heart. Exhale, both hands on the inseam of that front foot. Grab your block or a pillow and come on down, resting the forearms. And just see if you can find that intimacy with your body of just really listening. What does my body need here? Do I need to back off a little bit, or do I need to go a little deeper? With Yin Yoga, we want to be with our edge. So where is that place where I'm feeling the intensity? Maybe backing off just a little bit, being careful, and then just holding ourselves in that. Can I hold myself with compassion and loving kindness and deep breaths? Let's do 3 long deep breaths. Slowly, slowly, come on up. Straighten the front leg. And then point the toes, flex the foot. Bow over the front leg. Nice and straight. And bring that leg back. And then sit back on your heels. Curl the toes under to get a stretch underneath the feet. Bottoms of the feet open up. Should feel some fresh energy moving through the inner groin, the inseams of the legs. And now we'll work the outer hips with our pigeon pose. So we'll start on the right leg. You can bring that shin as forward as is comfortable for you towards the front edge of the mat. Make sure your back leg is nice and straight behind you. Open the heart to the sky. Exhale, come on down. Find your comfortable position. Maybe you'd like to have a pillow or something to rest your head on. And then full surrender, full release. Can I be fully present with the sensations in the hips? Can I use my body as an access point into the divine, into my own wellspring of deep inner knowing? Notice if your jaw tightened up. See if you can relax. surrender. Anything you wish to offer up in this pose. Just let it go. Let's do 3 more breaths here. Take your time to press away from the earth. And a nice way to break this pose is to just lean into that right hip. And then you can bring your back leg all the way around in front of you. We'll bring the left shin as parallel as is comfortable to the front edge of the mat. Send that right leg back behind you. Fingertips to the earth, nice open heart. Exhale, bow. Come on down towards the earth. Remembering your resilient spirit. Everything you have gone through in your life, all the challenges you have faced, all the opportunities you have taken to grow. Remember, this is who you are. In a culture so focused on achievement and doing, sometimes we forget how far we have come. What can you recognize yourself for today? Any of that intensity in the hip, what would it look like for you to go into it? No distractions, just full presence. Let's hold for 3 more breaths. And slowly press away from the earth, taking your time. And lean into the outside of that hip and bring your back leg around to the front. Just finding a comfortable seat. And before we go into the next pose, we'll just notice. Tune in. How do your hips feel? How does your state of being feel? Thoughts, your mind, your heart. You can gently open the eyes. And we'll extend both legs wide to either side. You might like to have a block or a pillow here. We'll just start by flexing the feet. You can engage the muscles of the legs for a moment. Rotate the inner thighs back and apart. And then find a nice long spine. We'll walk our fingertips out in front and slowly come down the earth. And we will allow the legs to relax. So you don't need to engage the muscles. But be really mindful of your knees. Check in with your body if you're going too much too soon. Sometimes it just needs a little more time. That's okay. If you do come down far enough, you can rest your head on a block or a pillow. And then fully release into the pose. Soft eyes, soft jaw. Soften the back of the heart. Maybe there's space to go a little deeper. Or maybe your body is telling you to back off. Our Yin practice invites us into that space of deep listening. What does our body need? How can we be those keen protectors, that mothering presence to attune and listen and hold with compassion? Maybe there's a little more space to go deeper. Do 3 more breaths. Inhale, gently rise. We'll turn our navel towards our left leg. Open up the heart and then exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, come on up. Navel towards the right leg. Exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale up to center. Place one hand under each knee. Draw the legs together. And then we'll extend the legs straight out in front. Straight out in front. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow, and release. Paschimottanasana. Allow the legs to relax. Relax the back of the neck. Again, if you want to use a prop here, you can rest your forehead. Three more breaths. Slowly, slowly come back up. And after all of that forward bending, we'll get a nice counter stretch by opening up the heart. There are a couple ways you can do this next pose. I'm going to use just a small pillow meditation cushion behind the heart. See what you have available. Even a rolled up blanket can work. And then we want this to go right behind the heart space, to just let the heart open. You can send either arm out to the side. Continue to lengthen the back of the head, the back of the neck, and just let your arms open. And so with your legs, you can keep your knees bent. You can rest your knees together, feet wide. If you have a couch next to you like me, you can rest your heels up on the couch. Or you can extend your legs straight. Allow your heart to open to new possibilities. The good in yourself, the good in the world. Soft jaw, soft eyes, full open heart. We'll hold this a few more breaths. And we'll begin to deepen the breath. You can slowly roll to one side and remove the support from behind your heart. And And then you can hug your right knee into your chest. And then extend the right leg up to the sky, grab hold behind the right thigh. And again, bend the knee and then guide the leg across the body for a supine twist. Extend out the right arm. Soften the gaze over the arm. Release. Inhale back up to center. Release the right leg. Hug the left knee into the chest. And then stretch the leg up to the sky. Clasp behind the left leg. Press the leg into the hand. Bend the knee and then guide the knee across the body. Extend the left arm. Open up. Supine twist. Inhale back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. And then find happy baby pose. It's also the feet to the sky, arms on the insides of the knees. Let yourself rock a little side to side. And then you can release and set up your Shavasana, final resting pose, grabbing anything you might need here to get nice and comfortable. You can put a blanket over your body, a pillow under your knees. It's nice and relaxed. Sitaram Jai Jai Hanuman Jaya Sitaram Jai Jai Hanuman Jaya Sitaram Jai Jai Hanuman Jaya Sitaram Jai Jai Hanuman Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama 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 Hare Rama 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 Sita Rama Rama prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Invite you to deepen your breath. Come back to the body, this sacred vessel. Remember what you're grateful for. Remember the gifts we can find in our challenges, and how far you've already come in your life. Whenever you're ready, you can stretch your arms above your head, get a nice stretch through the body. And you can bend your knees and roll to one side. Slowly making your way back up to a comfortable seat. When you find your comfortable seat, you can bring the hands to the heart. Honoring this practice and all the openings and the depths that we can find through being present with our body and our breath. Honoring each other for creating this sacred space here today. Honoring all of our teachers, past, present, and future. And honoring that guiding light within our own heart. We bow. Namaste.